martial arts, there's a demonstration by the organization Asians Are Strong. But speaking of self-defense, go check out the Chinese Historical Society of America's group right there, because right up the block at CHSA is the Bruce Lee exhibit. So I don't know how many of y'all know, but Bruce Lee was born right here in San Francisco, just a few blocks up at Chinese Hospital. And so right now, up Clay Street at CHSA is the Bruce Lee exhibit, where you'll actually see artifacts and belongings that Bruce Lee used, like some of his training equipment, some of his clothing, some of his writings. So it's a great tribute to Bruce Lee. So any of your fans of Bruce Lee, I definitely suggest going to CHSA to the Bruce Lee exhibit.
Might not be as cool as a taiko drum, so we're trying to make it as exciting as possible. Right? Thank you, John, for putting us right after that amazing taiko group. No pressure at all. Yeah. So we're going to teach you some basic self-defense techniques, so some practical stuff, and then we'll do some sexy stuff as well, so some advanced level stuff, just to keep y'all entertained, okay? So when you think about self-defense, one of the most important things is distance control. Distance control dictates everything about what you can and can't do. So we're going to start off by teaching you how to properly strike someone in the groin. You guys will now learn the technical aspects and fundamentals, how to properly kick someone in the groin or knee someone in the groin, okay? And he's going to be my dog. This is Jeremy, everybody. Jeremy. He's really good at getting kicked in the groin. So a lot of times, when you think about someone kick, like, I'm gonna kick that guy in the balls or something like that, you think about like a soccer kick, right? However, if Jeremy's standing next to me really close, say we're at a bar, we're at a Subway or something, and they're really close, I can't really kick. I don't have a lot of leverage to do so. So what you're gonna do is actually knee him in the groin, right? Because you're a short extremity. What you're gonna do is knee forward here towards the groin area, because you can't really kick, right? So that's why the distance is gonna dictate what you can and can't do. Most of the time, people, when they strike a knee on the groin, they're going to pull down and go up. However, that actually pops his hip backwards, right? So I'll show you one more time. Stand up. I pull him down, his hip goes backwards, so it's actually harder for me to knee him. I'm actually going to knee him in the chest or the head instead. What you want to do is, if he's coming at you, he's wrestling towards you, put your hands up, right? Block his face, hey, stop, stay away. But look at his hips now. Now they're pop forward. Because I push his face back, postures back, now I'm going to knee him right in the ball like that. Yeah, y'all can see it, right? You can tell. That would hurt. That would hurt a lot, right? However, if Jeremy's away from me here and I'm running away from him, I stay away, I can't throw a knee, right? I'm not going to reach him. This is when you want to do like a Spartan kick towards the groin area. The reason why you don't want to do a kick is if Jeremy's standing here and he's a much bigger guy, say like, you know, a 300-pound dude, his thighs are big, right? If I try to kick, he's going to try to clamp down on my leg and I have to pull back right away. So it's actually harder. If his legs are together, facing you is actually a harder target to hit, right here. So what you rather do is do like a Spartan kick right there towards the groin area. And one of the key things is, remember, after kicking, pull your leg back. It's not like you win by hitting the winning button or something like that, and it's over. Like, you kick and you get back into your position. Otherwise, you could catch your leg and stuff like that, and now you're fighting him in that area. If you look at my hand, yeah, I'm not trying to catch his bicep or shoulder or anything like that. I'm creating a surface area to block the momentum here. So no matter how big or how small you are, this will help block the momentum, and also I'm tucking my chin near my shoulders. So if I miss and Jeremy still hits me, I'm still a little bit better, right? So this is a large, like, if you try to teach techniques that have a large margin of error, so if you even mess up on it, you'll still be more advantageous, right? Like, because the thing is, like, I'm not gonna show him how to catch someone's fist, right? I mean, this was cool, like Bruce Lee might have been able to do this, but most of the time you're not gonna be able to do this, right? So if I miss catching that, he would just hit me in the face. You know, so that's why we aim for a larger surface area when he's punching like this. And also, that's why we use the same side arm, right? So if he would punch you with the other arm and I try to block here and I miss, then I'm open to getting hit again. So same side arm, block here, other side. That way. The same thing, you just get a stiff arm to a bicep. It needs to block away. But this leg is going to tell you if you hit the curb or hit a car behind you so you don't get blocked off either. The key is to not cross your leg when you're getting kicks. That's when you're the most vulnerable, when your balance is off the most, right? So if Jeremy's coming at me, I'm trying to stay away, keep good base here, I'm staying away here. So this is a technique we teach the elders how to move and pivot and stay balanced. Some counters to this again. So if Jeremy's coming, no, I'm going to sweep. Let's sweep. You're coming here, I can sweep this leg out from the front. So if he's moving at me, that's where his weight's coming from, right? So he's coming, I can sweep this one and lean forward that way. Or the other side as well. He's coming at me. He's gonna get me back, don't worry. I'm just trying to get mine in early before he takes it out on me later. So again, that's where the balance comes in from, right? You're controlling distance. Again, just think about it, every time you're in a situation where you feel threatened, it's all about distance control. If you can identify the threat and run away, that's distance control, right? Basically, I just ran away from the problem. So always think about that. So if he's this close, he's coming at me, I want to control the distance here. I gotta run away faster, but it's gonna be hard. So now I just want to counter, sweep out this leg, and then I can run away from there.
Now in this position, you can hang out here just a little bit, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pinch my knees together so you can't lift this head up. As I'm controlling this, I can apply wrist locks, more small joint manipulations, and I can also break his elbow this way, okay? So I can hang out here, and if anything, do an old-fashioned slap to the face also. Worst position you can possibly be because all my vital organs are exposed, okay? What's important here, if you know you're still, your head's still working, is turn towards him, okay? Now I have a much better chance of defending myself. As you can see, I have one point of connection. I can kick him in the shin, I can kick him in the groin, I can kick him in the face. The main thing is I'm using my legs. What Hudson was saying earlier, this is the longest limb of your body and also the strongest point of your body. As long as I maintain this distance control, Hudson can try to walk around me. Well, as you can see, I'm safe. Now, if he's hitting me, as you can see, my head is not on the ground like this. I'm not completely just laid out. I'm in a crunch position. My hands are up. If you can, as he's progressing towards you, kick him away. Again. I am safe here. Kick him away.
For him. Now he's training, right? Like if anyone here works out this way, you can only hold a weight for so long, even if it's strong. At some point, it will fatigue. And that's what you're trying to do. Fatigue his hand and fight it, right? So I sit down, it's already hard for him to pick me up, because if you look at his arms, they're fully extended now, and they're lower, so it's harder. Plus I'm leaning back, so now it's hard, right? Now he's fighting to keep the grip. So now I'm gonna do the same thing he had talked about earlier, was a 2-on-1. So you use two hands on top of his one hand, right? Yeah, so you're stressing him out, you're pushing him out, and you can use two hands and push on his one hand, the top hand, until you break it off here, right? And again, what he was talking about there is, here, go again. You want 2-on-1, see he's really strong, you think he's like The Rock or something like that. Sit down, I don't care how big they are, go for fingers, right? One of the things about self-defense is, it's physical. Like people have to understand, if you're using self-defense or bystander intervention in any way, it's a physical thing. Someone is imposing physical will on you, and you have to take care of your own body and agency at that time, or it's for someone else. So you have to meet that type of intensity with the same level of aggression or more. A lot of people forget that. I'm not saying you have to fight, but if you get to a point where you're actually physically in an altercation with someone, you have to meet that level of intensity or more to protect yourself. So you can't be like, oh, I'm too nice, I don't want to break his fingers. This person is trying to wish bodily harm on you. So that's why you have to think about those things. Protect yourself and worry about everything else later. So back to it, Jeremy grabs me from behind, I drop my weight, I can't get it, I'm literally going to grab a finger and twist and pull here and try to get away from there. Okay. The first thing you do is step behind me. Yeah, so turn your head in a little bit to breathe, right? So now you're not going here. So you'll put your leg over, just squat down a little bit, so you have good center gravity. What your goal is get his center weight till his hips over your hip. So stay good base, and now turn your arm and body over your hip. Yeah, good. Keep going, keep going. You go 5%. So that when you spin Jeremy over, he doesn't break his nose. Yeah, see, good. See how you have the good base now? There you go. Good wide.
Wait, fast.
Turn all the way. Yeah! Let's do it for Anna.